Hello, what is good with y'all? It is Cam, Tripzy, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my photography summer. So I spent most of my summer taking photos, and me being me, I miraculously got no real footage of it. Actually, I shouldn't really say no real footage. I did get a lot of footage, but it was really like iPhone BTS videos. I wouldn't say it isn't YouTube worthy, but you know, like, it's better if I'm using the GoPro, or like if somebody's following me around with the camera, you know, recording footage that way and stuff like that. But I still thought it would be a really good idea to make a video of it, because the main point of me doing this is really just documenting my photography journey. So for the first thing, fashion and nature. As I've stated in previous videos, I'll reiterate again, I've been working on a project called Fashion and Nature. Very self-explanatory. It's literally just fashion and nature. Since I started earlier this summer to now, I've gotten about 20 or so looks. This project has been very eye-opening and very rewarding. I haven't shown 90% of the work. I'll probably leak some frames as I'm talking about it throughout this video, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've gotten a lot of interesting people, I've gotten a lot of interesting looks. Definitely want to continue working on it more, and I've been enjoying myself with this one. I think I'm gonna expand on this and keep working on it until next summer. I think next summer is a good endpoint. Maybe next year, end of spring. I really want to go through a winter doing this project. I want to see what I come up with in the winter. Yeah, to close this one out, fashion and nature has been a good one. I got a lot more people lined up. I got a lot more people wanting to double back with more looks, and I'm really excited for the final product. Next, Crude football jerseys. I mentioned this brand more than any other brand or any other thing I do in photography. If you've watched one of my videos, you've probably heard of the brand before. Crude Worldwide, my boy Ty. If you're watching this, shout out to you, broski, always. Probably gonna mention you a few more times. We did a lookbook for some football jerseys. He told me he was dropping some football jerseys, and I instantly thought of NFL Street. We both have like a video game background, so it instantly clicked for him too. It was like, okay, like, yeah, we should probably do something like that, and it actually came to life. I made a really cool TikTok. I might play it. The audio might be copyrighted, but everything came together pretty well. And also for that shoot too, I did a little bit of graphic design that I really enjoyed, and I felt like fitting with the whole theme and concept of what we did, and it was definitely a good start to the summer. So next after that, I did a small hoodie lookbook with this one local brand called AVRT, and I did this with my friend Karan, who I shoot with all the time. If you're watching this, shout out to you, bro. I literally mention him all the time too. How did this come about? I think he like mentioned it before we even did the first shoot. He was talking about how like they were gonna drop hoodies, and I was like, yo bro, whenever you get them, just let's shoot for it. Like, just let's do a shoot in them. And then he was telling me about how they were gonna drop a few. I'm still not even sure how many they're gonna drop now. I'm really not too sure, but long story short, bro, he got his hands on 5 hoodies, and I shot 5 hoodies, and we did a different look based on all 5 of the hoodies. 2 interesting things about this. One interesting thing that I never said was I based these shoots around my project. I wouldn't necessarily say they are a part of fashion and nature, but every single look was shot in nature in some way, shape, or form. Just following the theme of the summer for me. And the second interesting thing is I co-styled a few of these looks. I know for the black hoodie I co-styled, for the gray hoodie I co-styled, pretty much styled that one. And for the red hoodie I co-styled, and green one. All in all, I really enjoyed this one. This was another fun one that turned out to be really good. Not to say I took it less serious than anything else I shoot or anything else I do, but I really decided to get creative with this one and just kind of like take full creative direction, considering I was just getting the hoodies and shooting on my own timing. Some gems, some real gems came out of that. Again, which is like another reason why as a photographer you should do personal projects, because you'll get caught up so much in client work that you won't really understand your true potential or how good you can actually do when you have creative direction with something, or when something's in your own hands. And time and time again, every time I have the ability to do what I want or do something I creative direct, like, things just flow and things just happen. As long as we pick the right location, and I had the right lighting when need be, the pictures pretty much speak for themselves. Everything worked out. Kyron definitely was a game changer with that. I don't think I would have got my hands on the hoodies that early if it wasn't for him. And also thank you to everybody at the brand for even letting me do that, because I don't necessarily know how it is. I don't own the brand, but there's definitely a lot of trust that goes into that, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you, and I'm glad we were able to make magic. And Kyron, thank you again. After that, yet again, Crude. This one was actually really interesting. For this shoot, we shot with a special guest. Her name is Gio. She is a fashion model. She's based in Atlanta right now, I believe. She's pretty known right now for her looks and her aesthetic, but also for being friends with Lil Yachty. I'll put a link to the video she's in. I don't want to say the name because I know I'm going to probably say the wrong title or mention the wrong song, but she was the face of it for the cover art of the song, and she was in the video, and that's what most people would recognize her by. And we had her shoot his whole fall winter 2023 collection. I think this was a good look for the both of us, but I definitely think on my end there were certain things I could improve. For some of the full body shots, I wasn't taking the photos at the same angle or at the same height. So there'd be certain photos, let me see, right? So there'd be certain photos, right? There'd be certain photos. Let's say this is the camera. I'm taking photos, right? I'm taking photos at the viewfinder. There'd be certain times where I'd be shooting here. Then there's sometimes where I'm shooting up here. Then there's sometimes where I'm shooting down here. And it's not really end all be all. And the fact that that was the one takeaway that I could take from this is a really good thing. It's still something that should be noted, and it's something that I will plan on working on. I do have a tripod and I have an L mount. I just wasn't really thinking of it, and that kind of happened. But besides that, the close-up shots were still really good, and I still think it came out pretty well. It could have went 10 times worse, and I think the one positive takeaway from that is I had confidence. I wasn't really nervous at all shooting, and I felt pretty confident in the photos out the camera. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Next, after that, I did the Svnclo spray belts. This was really, really fun, but very interesting. Fun because I got the chance to shoot. I got the chance to shoot for a local brand, and I got the chance to shoot for a local brand that I like. I already have pieces from this brand. Eli, if you're watching, thank you, bro. I really, really do appreciate the opportunity. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of good people. The interesting part was shooting belts. So it was the first time that I had to shoot and single out an accessory, if that makes sense. The one thing about this was I wasn't the creative director. That was mostly on Eli, which he did a pretty good job of. And there was also a stylist there as well. But just for me, getting the lighting right on the belts took a little bit of time. But once we got that right, everything went well. And we ended up with some really, really good photos. And again, met some great people. Great vibes in the studio. Yeah, those were really, really good. There's one photo in particular that really stands out and is definitely a resume shot for sure. Next, after that, I did an editorial shoot with my good family at the Vision Room. So I wouldn't want to say I work for a studio, but I'm a part of a studio team called the Vision Room. I've been on the team for a little under a year now. I would say it's October. Like around November would be like a year. I've been a part of the Vision Room for about a year now. We pretty much come together and do these editorial shoots as teammates in the studio, kind of like practice reps and practice runs for the real thing, and just extra time to come together as a group and improve our skills. For this shoot in particular, I had the chance to collaborate with my good friend Zuli, who is an excellent makeup artist. I will link her stuff up here. Me and her came up with this idea to do this look. I'll put the mood boards up. She did an excellent job on the makeup. Oh, I almost forgot. Another interesting thing about this one was I had to do the styling. So we had a really hard time getting a stylist. There was like one or two stylists that I had kind of sort of on board, but didn't really agree to do the whole thing, which I understand with collaboration. Sometimes, you know, people might think they're not getting enough out of it, or why does it matter to them? At this point, I had already styled Kyron a few times for Fashion in Nature. For the AVRT Hoodies lookbook. So now it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna just do it again. But this time it was a bit more difficult. I had to get the ladies' measurements. I had to take money out my pocket to go to different areas and source pieces and stuff like that, which was a whole new thing for me. Like, that introduced me to a whole new world. I already had a lot of respect for stylists, but even that little bit of experience for me just like gave me a whole new level of respect for them. The girls look great, and they did a great job modeling as well. If any of you two are watching this, thank you so much. The energy was excellent and amazing, and I was so happy after the shoot was over because all the hard work paid off. Everything came into play, and everybody that day that worked on something did an amazing job. Shout out to the vision room, and that was another pretty cool experience this summer as well, and I learned a lot. And yet again, we had pretty much been working on this the whole summer. I'm not too sure if we're done now or not, but again, for Crude Worldwide, we have been shooting the white denim suits lookbook. So again, we've been working on this all summer. Me and Ty were both pretty busy people, so you know, we always got a lot going on. And not necessarily is it hard for us to come link up together and do things, but to set everything up and plan everything and to do it the right way, just as one person, for me alone, I can speak, it's pretty difficult. So when it comes to two people and then a model and then having the suits ready, you know, it's a pretty difficult thing. But we've still been pretty persistent in getting this done, and we got about 8 looks for this now, I believe. We got 8 different people in the white suits, which is pretty good for all the other stuff we've done this summer, let alone how busy we are in our own lives. So that's been another really cool thing to work on. Got some interesting looks out of this as well. Some very, very interesting looks out of this as well. The one cool thing about this that I really like that Ty did is he basically just let people throw on the white suit and style it however which way they wanted to. Those photos should be dropping sometime soon, and we're shooting the black suit soon. We're shooting the black suits very, very soon. So please be on the lookout for that as well. Yeah, now I'm going to get into the videos. So I've had 2 videos drop, and I've shot 2 videos. So the escape video dropped. Yeah, that one, actually, never mind, I lied. I'm not gonna say anything about that video because I already made a video about how I made the video, how it came about, how everything happened, the whole process. I'm gonna link that video somewhere over here. Please go watch that, because that video, that's probably my best YouTube video, my most like informative video yet, and probably the most organized one. But that video is really, really good. Please go take a look at that video because it's really, really good, I promise you. If you are watching this, shout out to you, broski. Thank you for the opportunity. Really, really proud on how that video turned out, and it was definitely a start on the right foot. After that, I shot 2 more videos. I shot a video from my boy Vet, which will be coming out very, very soon, for a song called Way Too Long. And I shot a video for my homie Shauna for this song called Outside, and that video just dropped. The Outside video was a little bit more different for me because it was a drill song, so you know, like, it's not necessarily a lack of composition, but it's a lot heavier on the edits and stuff like that, and just doing like transitions and shakes. But I feel as though I adjusted pretty well, and for my first try, it really wasn't that bad. Even just the recording process, I knew I would have to film the video a lot differently than I filmed the other music videos, but I adjusted pretty well, and I got it done at the end of the day. And she liked the video. She posted it. She was pretty happy. She got to drop a video for her music catalog. I got to add a video to my resume that I enjoyed, so we both made out pretty well. Shauna, if you're watching this, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Going back to Vet, so the video with Vet should be dropping sometime soon. Me and Vet came up with a whole game plan for the video, and every single thing we wanted to do in the music video, we did. Like, every single idea we came up with, we got done, and we were able to put in the music video. We both had a hand at creative direction for this video. He also wanted this video in black and white, which was perfect because we shot on a gloomy and rainy day. The plan definitely led up to the success for this one for sure. I'm really, really excited about this one. Yeah, all I really say about it, because it hasn't dropped yet, but I will more than likely be making a video about the whole process of how we got to the end point of that, because it's definitely something to talk about, and again, something I'm really proud of. And Vet, if you're watching this, shout out to you, broski, for real. To many more, because that video is great, for sure. That video is great. That video is amazing. I really like that video a lot. And then Lastly, I've been doing a lot of light testing in the studio. A lot of light testing, especially before I shot with Geo. I did like 6 different light testing shoots, just getting in the studio more, getting accustomed to how light works. Very, very tricky thing. Yeah, there's a lot about lighting that needs to be learned, and I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching and kind of getting some cheat codes from some photographers and learning a lot from others. And I've also been going on the web and looking at lighting books that are on the internet for free. And I've just been toying around in the studio, moving lights wherever I want to move them, and really just getting to know lighting. So just for like some real life things throughout this summer, I did order 2 different point and shoots, and they were both broken. I ordered the Contax T2 earlier this summer. It was broken, which was pretty shocking to the owner. I had to send proof because he didn't think I was telling the truth about it, because right before he had sent it, he had tested it and it was working, but the film wasn't advancing all the way. Some of the frames are overlapping. It was going to like frame 46, 47. It was crazy. Make a long story short, the camera was broken. And then I got some Canon point and shoot, and like the flash wasn't working. The flash needed like 2 minutes to load, which is ridiculous. The camera definitely wasn't tested because the flash wasn't working at all. The photos that I got were still really good, but yeah, it was just kind of annoying that I had to return it. All I wanted was a new point and shoot. My Olympus is dying. I've had that camera for 2 years. I've guaranteed put more than 300 to maybe more than 400 rolls through that camera. It's done me a lot, but bro, it's an Olympus from the 90s. Like, it's gonna die. I just need a new point and shoot. And yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. Oh, and I got a mag feature too. I can't say where yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it. This video is probably gonna be long. Sorry. If you've managed to watch this whole thing and you've gotten this far, bro, I appreciate you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in to every video I drop, man. I really, really do appreciate it. Tripzy, Cam, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this video. And thank you so much. I am pretty tired, so I'm going to go to sleep now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great night. And thank you. Appreciate y'all.